Hey guys, mahal everyone, 40 the Broadway Saiyan here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, bringing you guys another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. In this video, we're going to be covering the top 4 green crystal characters before the level 70 era hits. Now I do want to give some shoutouts for this particular video. My friends ItsOmar7 and Lidz87 actually helped me compile this list. Now this list is based on some of my personal experiences and observations, but I went ahead and got some insights from them because they're very knowledgeable players too. And just like me, they both played the JP version of the game as well as the global version of the game. So this is going to be the top 4 green crystal users before the level 70 era hits. Now, if you've watched my previous top 4 videos for specific character crystals, you know that I do take into account level 60 awakenings that come out before the level 70 era, as well as reworks that characters get before the level 70 era hits. So number 4 for my top 4 green crystal users is going to be Final Fantasy IV's Rydia. So Rydia offers us Water Enhance and Imperil for overall increased damage output for the party. So she's kind of like Lulu, but rather than Lulu using fire, Rydia uses water. She also has good overflow with her abilities when she gets her level 60 awakening, as well as high magic brave damage because she has that magical attack up buff. And if you happen to have her EX, that EX actually offers us defense ignore and a powerful framed buff with aura benefits to her allies. So Rydia is going to be coming out very soon with her lost chapters on global DFFOO, which includes her level 60 awakening. So if you're looking for a good magical damage dealer that also overall increases your party's offense, she's going to be a great character to use for that. Now coming in at number 3 for my top 4 green crystal users is going to be Final Fantasy Tactics' Agrius. So Agrius has good battery and sustaining framed buff, benefiting allies as an aura from her ability 1. And we know this because when she uses her first ability, she grants herself that framed buff called Brave. And what it does is, as long as it's active on her and it does stack, it gives your party survivability because it has that regen effect. And then her AoE paralysis comes from her second ability. Now while the paralysis chance is low, it's also very good because she also offers us AoE HP damage and also a little bit of clutch with that. And also she has another clutch ability if you have her EX weapon coming from her frame debuff against powerful magic users. So she has that Magic Silence, which lasts for 1 turn, but if you're up against a very powerful boss that likes to use magical attacks, Agrius can come in and just silence them. For example, like Shiva or Ifrit, when they're about to do their signature moves, those are generally magic attacks, so Agrius is very, very good for this. Alright, so now coming in at my number 2 for my top 4 green crystal characters is going to be Final Fantasy VII Sephiroth. So Sephiroth overall is a very high single target damage dealing unit. So he's melee, he's single target, and that's what he offers us. However, on top of that, one of the cool things about him is that he has a framed buff that not only boosts his speed to astronomical levels, it has no turn duration, so that means the only way that the enemy targets can actually get rid of this is to dispel it, and he also has a debuff aura attached to that framed buff, which affects the speed on enemies. So that is extremely powerful because let's say there's enemies that you're facing that resist speed down or are immune to speed down. Guess what? This speed down that Sephiroth has is in the form of a framed buff, and it's an aura, so they can't do anything about it. And then further all, if you have his EX, it offers us a powerful brave region that Sephiroth can take advantage of. That way you could maximize his overflow because he does have overflow with his abilities, and also there's a clutch functionality with it because what it does is it actually reduces all of the enemy targets brave to 0, and if they're broken it doesn't affect them, but that's very, very useful in case you're up against a boss that likes to build up their brave to large levels. And then to top it off, he gets a free ability usage after he uses his EX ability. So very, very good for number 2. Now before we move on to my number 1, I was thinking of an honorable mention, and again shoutouts to Lidz and ItsOmar for helping me with this one, but the honorable mention that I'm going to be mentioning for the top 4 green crystal characters is going to be Rem. Now Rem is a support unit with a very, very unique playstyle. So she's not just like, oh, I'm going to press a button and battery and do this. She offers us something with turn manipulation because she could swap turns and allow another ally to take their turn instead of her. So this could be very, very good for strategy. She also has powerful burst heals that also comes with a battery. And then if you have that EX ability, she offers further survivability, 100% AoE HP damage, and a free ability usage via her framed buff called Siphon. So Rem comes in at our honorable mention because she's very unique, and I do think some people actually underrate her, but she's been really, really good and useful, especially for some of the harder content we've seen on global DFFOO. Now, my number one, there's no question about it, is going to be Rinoa. So, Rinoa, having all the hype behind her when she came out, offers us massive damage output and longevity. You touch that Angel Wings, she goes into Angel Wings, and then you just mash that HP attack, and she does massive amount of damage. Sure, she drains her health, but hey, she has a stance that allows her to sustain herself in a pinch from her glass cannon style of play with the Angelo Cannon. Now, while as not effective damage-wise, she can at least do this to keep herself alive. And then if you have that EX, my goodness, she offers us multiple Brave and HP damage, as well as keeping her in Angel Wing stance, because as we know, when we use that EX ability, she automatically puts herself in that powerful Angel Wing stance. Alright guys, well this is going to conclude my video for the top 4 green crystal characters before the level 70 era hits. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and found it useful. Once again, this is 40 the Broadway Saiyan. Stay tuned for my next video, and mahal everyone.